Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the final episode of May's series. That is a weird thing to say, May's series. If you haven't managed to watch any of the previous videos, I will link the playlist here. This month we've been talking all about books. And today I want to share with you my favorite quotes. So if you're anything like me, you may be able to relate to this, but I am a quote addict. Like, I love quotes. I love finding things that ring true and really hit home and, you know, just that I can refer back to. So I kind of mentally collect quotes, and I just thought it would be fun to share some of my favorite ones with you. I have written them down off the top of my head. There are also a couple of Bible verses that mean a lot to me, but I'm just going to get into it. So the first quote is, "Sometimes God calms the storm, sometimes he lets the storm rage and calms his child." And I remember reading this quote in a book years ago, like when I was still a child, and it just really rang true for me. I don't remember what the book was, but I just always remember the quote. And it like, life circumstances change all the time, and so I feel like it's really important to find your anchor and just something that can ground you, and that quote sort of refers to that. The next one is from the latest Cinderella movie, which I absolutely love and adore, by the way. But it is the quote, "Have courage and be kind." And I love that quote so much that I've even printed it out and framed it and put it in my daughter's nursery, because it's something that I would love to teach my children to live by. It's so simple and yet so powerful. The next thing I'm going to share with you is one of my favorite Bible verses, and it's probably what I would refer to as my life verse, purely because I have referred back to it, and I'm saying it singularly, but it's actually a couple verses. I've referred back to them so many times throughout my life. So it is found in Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6, and it is, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lead not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path." And I've always referred back to it when I've been struggling or insecure or worrying. It's just one of those verses that sticks out, and I can always cling to it. I'm also going to share another Bible verse with you, and this verse was a promise that I claimed when I was, without doubt, in one of the darkest times of my life. I was going through a really, really big struggle, and it was something that gave me hope at the time, and I actually went back to it once things had gotten better and I did feel stronger again, and I wrote down the date that I felt better, and you know, I could look back and say, yeah, it really did work. The verse is found in Psalms chapter 27 and verse 14, and it is, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." So like I said, that verse was one that I read when I was feeling particularly weak and broken. And there's actually another verse that mirrors that one a couple of chapters later, and I just remember circling that and reading it, and still I refer back to it now whenever I'm struggling or feeling particularly weak, and it is a real verse of hope for me. Next is a quote, and it's one that is quite popular. The quote is, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning to dance in the rain." And it kind of goes with the first quote that I mentioned, but it's true. You know, you can't wait for life circumstances to be all peachy. You have to find the good in every day. And finally is a quote from Becky Thompson, who is one of my favorite bloggers. She is a blogger who writes to mothers and women in general, and she's just such a huge source of encouragement. So I would highly suggest you go and check her out. I will link her blog in the description below. But the quote that she shared was, "He grows us as he grows them." And that sounds kind of strange if it's not put into context, but it was about a mother asking, does it get easier? How do you deal with it? And she said, you know, motherhood doesn't get easier. In fact, it probably gets harder as the years go on. But you know, you're not landed with a teenager when you give birth. You're landed with a newborn, because that's all you can cope with at the time. And then as they grow older, you learn how to adapt to the challenges and the circumstances, and you grow with them. And so I love that quote, "He grows us as he grows them." And of course, that's referring to God. So those are all the quotes that I'm going to share with you today. Please, please, please share your favorite quote in the comments below. I love to read all sorts of quotes, like I said before, so please share with me what yours are. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. Keep an eye out for next Monday's video, because I will be announcing the theme for the month of June. Also, I wanted to just share with you that I do have a group for mums on Facebook. It is called Motherhood Strong. I will link it in the description below. If you want to join us, please do. There are not many rules at all, just your basic common sense stuff, but I would really love to build a supportive community of mamas, so please feel free to come and join us. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye guys!